All right, final caller for the day. Final caller from the day is going to be Jason in New Mexico. Jason, go ahead.
Thank you for taking my call. Happy birthday, Drew. I'm going to get right to it. The conquerors tell the story of the conquered, and he who controls the language controls the learning and the law. And for the past decade, we have been under a foreign-style invasion by Google, and one of the biggest tragedies in our nation is the rapid closing of all the public libraries. I believe this was done on purpose to push us towards going online to seek our information. And now there's a digital purge of information. And the first thing that invaders do when they invade a territory or a country is they get rid of the information, the language, and the history. And right now, before our very eyes, our history is being rewritten, and there is real, literal digital book burning taking place. And also, with the purge of, you guys with the App Store, all this stuff, we are at war. This is a real war. It's not, it's an informational war. It's an informal war. But Jones is not crazy, and we need to wake up.
Well, that's why I had the idea for the InfoWars Army to go out and make a fake Democrat campaign banner that says, "Screw America, vote Democrat," and then have a Chinese flag behind it. Or you just have a Chinese flag that just says, "Vote Democrat" underwear. But no, exactly. Under it. Imagine, Jason, instead of the Google logo and instead of the Apple logo, you just had the Chinese flag logo. That's the accurate depiction. That's what's going on. And then that makes everything you said so much more paramount, because it is Google, it is Apple erasing the physical information centers of libraries and then moving all of the data and all of the information over to their platforms, Google and Apple, where they're eventually going to be censoring and picking and choosing what you can and can't see. But it's not Google, it's not Apple, it's China. And so it's like we have to get people to understand that by putting the Chinese flag out there instead of Google, putting the Chinese flag out there instead of Apple. Like, that's how you beat their propaganda with real propaganda.
Let me tell you, and let me add one thing. I 100% agree. I worked for the UFC for 7 years, and I quit my well-paying job once they started talking about selling their company to China. Now, the thing about UFC that people don't know is when they make one move, it's international. So being in the hands of China, all they have to do is make one move, and it's on all the continents. But people don't understand that, and we're getting transformed. And
but you know who does understand that is China, and that's